Hey everybody, we're actually open at a couple of Renaissance festivals right now, which seems kind of odd. Texas Renaissance Festival is open. We're in our second weekend there, so it's kind of weird. First weekend, that's a show that can get 60 or 70,000 people on a good weekend, and they're limited to 25,000, which still sounds like a giant number. I think they had about 11,000 last Saturday. So pretty big outdoor gathering to be selling swords at, but we also took over the Blacksmith booth there. So there's some pieces there that are being worked on, doing live demonstrations. Paul DeBro, who's one of our primary dealers, is actually at that show, and our friend Doug Wolf is there demonstrating. He's a pretty good blacksmith. He's very chatty, so he's a great demonstrator. He's a lot of fun to work with and talk to. We're also open at Ohio. Ohio is only open every other Saturday, I think that's what it is, but it's like an evening thing, so it's open into the evenings. I think they're open until 10 o'clock tonight, which seems very late, but it's kind of a different layout. I think they're doing dinners, or I don't actually completely understand what's happening there, but Legacy Forge is our dealer there, so they're the people who are open. I guess they're outside of their new booth because they've built a huge new booth on that site we thought we'd be open with this year, because there's a lot of money tied up in it. But so we're just gonna keep stuff in people's hands and kind of respond to what sells. There's a fair amount of back stock at like Texas, so we'll see what they end up needing week to week. We are restarting production here now, but honestly, a lot of it is we're just making product to have for stock, and we'll start posting things up. Obviously it's been pretty busy here with the restart of Man at Arms, so we've done a half a dozen episodes there, hoping that we have a couple of more sponsors getting ready to sign on, so that'll give us another handful, and when that happens, we should have episodes hopefully going through past Christmas. We'll just have to see how that happens. We do have a couple of other shows on that channel, on the All Me channel, that we're working with and controlling, and so we'll have those other shows up as well. That'll start picking back up. But restarting Man at Arms was a pretty big priority and a pretty big undertaking for everybody here at the shop. So we're still dealing with some of the edits. But I just actually have the rough copy for the final episode in hand, so I kind of know what's going on. This Monday will be a very different episode on the All Me channel, where instead of it being a Man at Arms episode where we're working from pop culture, building something from pop culture, we're going to be building just a kind of a basic look of some of the more popular things that we make here at Baltimore Knife that we sell at the Renaissance festivals. So that'll be good for people to be able to see that. People that are looking at the BKS channel probably kind of have a feel for what it is that we make on a regular basis. But if you're at All Me, maybe you think all we do are these giant swords that we're doing for Man at Arms, and we want people to understand, we're making like 2,000 swords a year, and we want everybody to kind of see what else it is that we do, because that's how we support ourselves through the year. When Man at Arms is or is not filming, we have to have something else going on. So we'll just keep going with that. We'll show you what we're doing. We'll stockpile that stuff for next year, and we'll just have to see what the spring shows look like. I think Louisiana is going to open, which is going to be maybe November 7th, I think, and that'll run weekends into the middle of December. After that, we'll take a break, and we won't be live at any Renaissance festivals until the opening, we hope, of Arizona. Hopefully that works out, because Arizona is another very good show for us, as Texas is normally. So even if it's an abbreviated size, and if there's restrictions to the number of people who can be there, still should be a pretty good show for us, and keep us busy here at BKS. Got the guys mostly back to work. We still have a couple of guys who are not working yet, but hopefully we have the whole crew back here up and going, because I think we're going to need it. I think we get through the winter. We do maybe some additional sales with Cult of Athena. If you go to cultofathena.com, they do a lot of online sales for us. We do have an order going up to Canada to Dark Age Creations. Same kind of thing where, you know, they're a retail store, so they're hurting. They do a lot of shows, so they're hurting there. But they have moved some things, so they have given us an order for some things, and we have some custom product. Not this week's episode, but the 2 weeks after, when that episode comes up on Man at Arms, that's a historic build. That's actually a piece that we custom made for a customer. So it is something that we will be offering certain custom pieces that could perhaps be builds either for Man at Arms or for the All Me Artist program. Or here on the BKS channel. We'll definitely be doing some. I'm going to have an episode up here to show you that is a complete custom build where the customer sent us a drawing of his son's LARP sword that he'd had when he was a kid. And his son's old enough now, he wanted to get him a steel sword. So we actually made him a sharpened version in steel of what had been his foam sword and customize it. That's a pretty neat thing, you know, because it's kind of bringing somebody's personal dreams to life. So definitely going to enjoy that, and we'll just keep showing you stuff here. Like I said, go to Man at Arms. You know, you go to the All Me channel here on YouTube and watch Man at Arms, and that'll give you a good idea of what we're doing this week. We'll be showing you what we do all year long. So, all right, thank you. Click the logo to subscribe, or click one of the videos to see more here on the Baltimore Knife and Sword channel, or go to All Me and watch Man at Arms.